All right, guys. So we're on this job site, and I'm just going to do a real quick video. I want to show you how I use these solar generators like all the time. I mean, it's pretty well gotten to be a daily use item in my life for where I live and what I do. But this is my setup right now. Okay, flip you around here. So I've just got a 100-watt Renogy solar panel out here. Okay, nothing magnificent about this. This is a 100-watt, putting out 22 volt open, and 18.9 on your operating voltage. So I just got it leaned up here. Nothing special. Okay, those are just some pipe racks for unrolling wire here on the job site. You can get on Amazon and get the adapters to plug in directly to your solar panel here. All right. And you could link more than one of these panels together. It's just going to depend on the inverters that you're using. So this connector comes right over here. And right now I've got it going into the input on my Jackery. This is the, I've used this in some of the other videos. This is the Explorer 290 on this one. Okay. So right now, our solar panel is bringing in, let's see here if I can make it better where you can see. We're bringing in 62 watts on our input, and we are putting out 56 watts. I'll show you why here in just a second. I'm using the panel mainly to just maintain. I can charge up these units at night when I go home. I'll stick them in the greenhouse or in the office and charge them up. But what you want is you want pass-through charging, or pass-through power. So what that means is I can have input coming in, which is where we're showing that we're bringing in 61 watts of power. And I've got output, which is showing 50, well, we're up to 63 watts of power on output. This is what I'm using for output, okay? This is the 12-volt charging cable that came with this Bluetti, all right? This is the EB55. It's a 700-watt, 537-watt-hour Bluetti. What I have going on with that is I've got the inverter turned on, and I am running my charging board. So the reason it's bringing it, it's pulling out. Let's see here. Turn on our display. Output is 67. Sorry, the reflection is horrendous. Give me 1 second. Okay. I had to get this set up. So our output is 66 right now, and then the input is 73 is what it's bringing in. Okay. So it is charging off the Jackery, and the Jackery is charging off the solar panel that's set out there for the sun. Then the Bluetti is running the battery charging board that I've got here. And then over here up on the deck that I'm working on, I've got difeisi. I don't know. I have a hard time pronouncing this one. For a Chinese solar generator, okay, this thing is probably a Chinese off-brand, whatever you want me to say there. This is probably my most used unit. I don't know if it's because I'm in it the least amount of money or if it's the capacity. I don't know, but I really like this thing. It's a P500. Let's see here. 518 watt hour. So not much less than, and it's up to 500 watts of pure sine wave. That one is not much less than the Bluetti. But I'm telling you, I've gotten to where I'm using these things daily. This job site, I don't want to listen to generators all day long. And eventually I'll get to where I can get a unit large enough that I can run some of my power tools. I've still got the miter saw is running off of a generator, a Harbor Freight generator at that. It is a 3750 watt generator that I bought back in 2000 and when did I buy that? 2017, when we built our house is when I bought that. The framing crew did not want to wait. They did not want to build until we had electric on the place and I was ready to get the house going. So I bought that generator and I bought a compressor from Harbor Freight, and both of those are still running to this day because I gave the compressor to my father-in-law after we were done with that. But anyways, hopefully that helps answer some questions. I know the solar generator, I don't know why they call them that, but that's just, I guess, because we're generating power off of the solar there. But you know, it's not a generator. It does need to be replenished. And that's where the solar comes in for them, but it's so stinking quiet. I mean, we've got a little fan running on here right now, but it's definitely something that can be spoke over top of. I can keep all the batteries charged here on the job site. I don't have to take them home every evening if I don't want to, or I can just keep what I need to in the truck. And that way we can run, you know, the skill saws cordless. The cordless tools have come such a long ways here lately. Milwaukee's got, seems like they've got a good share of the market. It's not really what the word. They don't have much competition these days, especially if you get into industrial tools. Rigid is still really good. I've got a rigid drill that I've had for 15 years now, that I got, and that thing's a dandy for cordless. They are lifetime warranty forever on those, and they actually stand behind it. So the other day I did go buy a rigid miter saw, and you know, I'll register that under the warranty, and if I have any problems with it, they've been super good about that in the past. But the generators, you know, it's just what you're going to need them, especially, I mean, unless you want to wait. You know, I paid the power company a month and a half to bring in power. I paid them a month and a half ago, and we still don't have power in here. So, I mean, you can't hold up the whole project. So that's kind of where the generators, the solar generators come in, or generators in general. Flip this around here. So this is a Predator 4000, 3200 running watts, 4000 peak watts. Superb backup for the home. If you're not trying to run your central heat, central air, I guess you could run your central heat if you could run your central heat if it was propane. You would not be able to run electric central heat, but it will not run your central air conditioner, and it will not run your well pump, as this is only putting out, you know, it's got a 30 amp plug on it. But for the money, I don't remember, I'm going to say I probably paid like $300 for this back in 17. The thing has been super, and it has not been started up today, okay? But flip that switch on, come over here, flip our choke on. Here's our pull cord. It starts like that every stinking time. It has always started on the first or second pull. So if you are looking for a generator, I cannot say enough good things about the Harbor Freight ones. And their inverter lines are super good as well. But hopefully this gives you just a little bit of, I don't know, insight or piece, or maybe answer some questions on having some generators around the homestead and having them for projects that you're doing, and the usefulness of these solar generators. I mean, we take them camping. I take them hunting. Take them, we've done just little like training exercises on the weekends and stuff, and throw that sucker in the truck. We can run all the radios and whatnot in the truck, can charge radios. Great for any sort of disaster preparedness, that if that kind of suits your fancy. And but the things are just, they're super handy. Hopefully this takes out some of the guesswork. You're looking for pass-through power on them, meaning they can charge and discharge at the same time. That's why that Jackery is able to charge the Bluetti, and the Bluetti is taking a charge while it's putting out power to the battery chargers. But and as far as getting like folding panels, I've not had the luxury of trying any of the folding panels. I like these solar, or the rigid. I'm sorry, I cannot think. Renogy. Sorry, the Renogy solar panels. They're 100 watts, and shucks, man, you can get them for next to nothing now. And they're small enough that you can throw them in the bed of the truck, but also rugged enough that I don't have to worry about them being fragile or getting something set on top of them and then breaking. I've actually looked at doing I've looked at mounting them to the roof rack on the truck a couple times, and I don't know, that might be something. It's not going to be hard to do. It's just a time thing, like everything that I run into. But anyways, hopefully that answers some questions, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and if you have any questions you feel I can answer, go ahead, leave them in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because that helps a ton with the channel. Seems like it's really like taken off here lately, so evidently something that I'm showing is what people are looking for. So I appreciate it, and we will catch up with you all next time. Mountain Wizard out. Thanks, guys.